Hi and welcome to my Silver Arts Award challenge. So I'm Anna and like I said, these videos are going to be for my Silver Arts Award. I am 13, very almost 14, in less than a week now actually. So that's exciting. We've got 5 dogs in total. This is Elmo. He's here there. He's very sweet. But if there's ever a little bit of background noise, I do apologise. I'm going to try to minimise it as much as possible, but you can't with dogs really. So earlier this year I sat and passed my art GCSE and I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of work, but it was really good fun. So I thought that Silver Arts would be the perfect next step to take to keep me being creative and keep me doing art really. Yeah, so let's get into the Unit A plan for my Arts Award. Right, so art forms that I like or am interested in: guitar and ukulele, oil pastels, piano, acting, aerial arts, Lithuanian straw hanging or sode. I think it's sode, I might be saying it wrong. I think it's called sode. Watercolours and embroidery. Art forms that I'm already confident in would be creative writing, acting, painting, photography, aerial arts, sketching and stippling, embroidery and crochet. And then art forms that I would like to try out for the first time or something I've tried out very briefly that I'd like to do again and develop more: wood carving, guitar, lino printing, knitting, stop motion animation, dance, cake decorating and quilting. So I have decided, out of all of those art forms and skills that I have or don't have but would like to do, I'm going to do something I've never done before, and I'm going to do lino printing. So some of the pros of lino printing is I've never done it before and I really do like trying out new things. I really like I kind of get bored easily, so I like having something new to do, something new to try and have fun with, I guess, and learn. I like to do visual arts, having a little canvas that I can hang up on my wall and be proud of. I really like that. And then I have all the equipment already and it's very creative. Obviously, most art forms are quite creative, but I feel lino printing, I can do prints of anything. I just need to develop the skill. So I can be printing a picture of a city one week and a picture of an umbrella the next. I can do anything within it really. Some of the cons is that it uses quite sharp objects and blades, so I just need to be careful. It has to be done at a desk, so I can't take it out and about on the go with me on the bus or anything. It's quite time consuming, but art is. And I think it's going to take me quite a lot of practice and learning to get it right. But that's not really a bad thing, I guess. That can also be a pro, definitely. Okay. So, my arts challenge in lino printing. So, to learn how to lino print, obviously, this involves planning out my design, copying it or tracing it onto the lino, carving it out of the lino, that's the most time consuming part obviously, rolling the ink on top of the lino and pressing it onto a piece of paper. Some things within my challenge that I can experiment with and change that would, say, affect the end product of my lino printing: the size of the print, the colour of ink I'm using, the type of paper, the type of ink, and then obviously what the actual design is of as well. I don't think changing the type of lino would affect the outcome, but that's definitely something to try and see if it does. So I've chosen this because, like I said, I've never tried it, I've wanted to before, I've seen people doing it, and I always think printing is such a cool process, and it's like making big stamps basically, and it looks so much fun, honestly. And yeah, that's it really. I don't have that solid of a reason, but I really like to try out new things, so I thought lino printing would be perfect to try. So, the outcome of my challenge. This is quite hard to kind of define as I've never done it before. But I would just say to create quite a big lino print and something detailed, something I'm proud of, and I would quite like to do one with multiple colours in. Just give me 2 seconds, I'm just gonna go and let the dogs out. Okay, I've opened up the door, so they shouldn't be too much of a bother again. They were just desperate to go outside. Right, so my actual action plan. Let's get into it then. So steps, oh, this is the wrong page, sorry. Right, steps I can take to achieve my challenge. So practicing straight lines on lino, practicing with different blades, practicing depth control, just really getting a feel for how I even do it, how I lino print, I guess, and how I carve out from it, and getting smooth, what would be the word? Smooth, consistent lino printing skills almost. So trying out simple designs, easy designs like smiley faces or stamps, and just kind of really basic things that I can just do to get a feel for it really. So test out different types of lino and do some research on them. I think I currently have easy carve or soft cut, I think, but I'd quite like to try traditional and Japanese and things like that. And then research the types of lino that I'd want to try using sites like handprinted.co.uk, or that might be a .com, I can't remember. I've got it written down as .co.uk, but I can't trust myself. Yeah, it says here I currently have easy carve. I did write that down, okay. I'd like to try traditional, yeah. Sorry, I'm literally going completely off of what I was planning to say and just saying it before I've even read it. Hi, honey. Hello. Okay, so steps to achieve my challenge continue, allowing about 2 to 3 hours a week to practice in the evenings or early mornings, and making a schedule. That's really important to me, to make a clear schedule so I don't forget to practice it. Okay, and then researching local workshops. Check if there's any at reasonable prices that I can attend, and if there's any running within the next few weeks really. Okay, so that's everything I've got down to steps to achieve my challenge for lino printing. It's mostly practice, I'm gonna say, but I feel with any art form that you've not done before, it's practice. It's practice, practice, practice. Okay, so who or what will I need to help me achieve this? So lots of YouTube guides and videos. I've wrote down some channels. Case, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, her name's Casey. I know I'm saying that right, or Cassie. I might not even be saying that right, I don't know. But ILLUKACE. I think it's Illucase, but I'm really not sure, I'm sorry. And then Elliot Velpet as well. They're two quite big lino prints online that I think I can learn lots from. And then Lydia, my teacher, who's guiding me through the process and just teaching me how to plan it and how to successfully complete and pass my arts challenge really. I need my parents to drive me to shops like Hobbycraft and stuff like that to buy the lino and allow me to restock my supplies for it. And I also need them to arrange any workshops that I may attend. I need access to the internet to be able to view blog posts and videos and things. Some of the blog posts I've got written down that I can look at is Boarding Wall Rose Lino Printing for Beginners and Pembrose Press Lino Printmaking 101. And then I also need to head to the local library to see if there's any books on lino printing that I can borrow. And then I'd quite like to, if I get the chance to, speak to or contact any local lino print artists really in the area, and any advice they might have for someone just starting, like me obviously, and just see if they can tell me the best supplies, the best things to do, to use, and if they run any classes they can teach me things as well. So how will I arrange all of this? I feel I've kind of covered this already, but I've got some notes in more detail, I guess. So organise a date and time that my parents can take me shopping for the different types of lino and ink colours and stuff like that. I need to get my bicycle fixed to be able to cycle to the library and take myself out independently. So that would be a lot easier than having to schedule times. We're a very busy family, I'm not gonna lie. So I need to speak to any locals just around the village to see if they know any lino print artists, or find email addresses online from websites and Facebook and things like that that I can call that would be open to talking to me really. I need to make sure the Wi-Fi works to be able to access the blog posts and videos obviously, and I need to speak to my teacher Lydia, like I said before, to make sure that I'm staying on track with my challenge and completing tasks with enough detail and things in them. And then finally, yeah, this is the final one I think. Oh no, it's not. It's nowhere there. Oh yes it is. That's different. Sorry, I'm getting myself all confused now. So, some targets and goals that I've set along the way. Obviously, these were quite hard to do as I've never done lino printing before, like I've said. So, by the 7th of October, which is in about a week from now, a bit less I think, I want to have made 3 simple stamps with designs on, like smiley faces or hearts or easy leaves, just things like that. I need to do lots of research really. I've done some already and I think this should be achievable. I'd also want to have practiced some straight lines into the lino by the 7th of October. By the 15th, I want to have made a small design of a flower or a leaf on a bigger piece of lino than just like a little stamp, say. By the 25th of October, I want to have made a design of a bird or an animal using a different colour of ink. So at the moment I've only got black, but I would like to get some different colours that I can try printing on and experimenting with really. By the 31st, I want to have made a more intricate design on traditional lino. Hopefully these will be achievable. Obviously it depends whether or not I can get any traditional lino, because I know that you have to use it quite soon after buying it. So I'll have to have a look if there's any around really that's still like fresh. I don't know if that's the right word, but it goes like kind of really hard and it's really hard to carve from if it's been sitting for too long. So I need to get some that's just been made or just been opened. I don't really know, to be honest. By the 7th of November, I want to try using different colours in one print. Also, I don't know if that's going to be achievable as well, but I think it should be. I think, well, that gives me a month. So I think I hopefully should be able to learn that in a month. After the 7th, I've not put down any more goals. This is because I feel at the moment I don't know enough about it to put down more goals further than that. Once I get to that, I feel I can come back and update you and really mention what the goals are along the way, and if I need to edit my challenge at all, if I feel it's going to be too hard or too easy almost, I've already achieved that, then I can edit it and change it. Okay, I'm pretty sure, yeah, that was different. That's another video. I'm pretty sure that's everything for today's video. So I hope you enjoyed it, and please do come back along and continue following along with my arts journey. I hope I can help you if you're currently doing yours. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.